Appreciate that. All right, let's do some weather, shall we? Let's shift gears. Let's talk about weather.
We can certainly do that. Hopefully everybody was staying warm out there this morning.
Space heater.
Yeah, there you go. I've got one over in the Weather Center, too. Brandon and I have been trying to huddle up and keep warm with that space heater. It certainly comes in handy. Yeah, we had temperatures down in the single digits this morning. Some of us were below zero, and Brandon will have a look at some of those numbers here in just a second. But not quite as cold for us tonight. We will finally thaw out a bit as we head into tomorrow, getting above the freezing mark. And we're keeping an eye on that next chance of any precipitation in the region. Temperatures, as mentioned, will be warming up a bit as we head into tomorrow. I've got us up to 44 for the high tomorrow. We drop it behind the front on Thursday, and then we're back up into the upper 40s on Friday, maybe near 50 on Saturday. And again, our average high this time of year would be right there, upper 40s to around 50 degrees. So good to get those numbers back up closer to the average. But it was cold out there this morning. Brandon, some of us saw lows down below zero, especially out in western parts of the state.
That is right, Michael. Amazing. When I looked at the Mesonet app when I woke up this morning, the coldest in the state on the Mesonet was in the panhandle of Oklahoma in Beaver. -17, the regular air temperature. You factor in that wind, the feels like temperature was all the way down to -33. Amazing cold all across the state. The coldest of the winter season so far, and the coldest we've seen in quite some time. Now, the coldest spot in northeast Oklahoma via the Oklahoma Mesonet was in Burbank in western Osage County. They dropped to -9 with that wind chill all the way down to -16. Michael?
Yeah, cold stuff out there this morning. Thankfully, we're not going to be quite that low into tomorrow morning, but cold enough. We got a chilly evening for any plans that you may have heading out to dinner this evening. Make sure you got those heavier coats. It is certainly cold. Great view here, though, from Brookside, looking back toward downtown as we continue to lose that daylight as the sun is setting. 24 degrees right now. Our afternoon high did make it up to 25 after a morning low of 2 degrees in Tulsa. South breeze right now at about 11 miles per hour. That southerly wind will help keep those temperatures up a bit as we go into the overnight hours. That's why we won't be quite as cold tomorrow morning. By the way, I've been watching a winter storm here right across the Gulf. And again, look at the heavy snow that has tracked through New Orleans into Mobile and over into the Florida Panhandle, parts of Georgia as well. Look at all of these snow reports. We'll just randomly take a look at one here. But again, last check in Pensacola, Florida, this was earlier this afternoon, 2.5 inches of snow on the ground, likely more on the ground since then as they continue to see some of that heavy to moderate snow here right on the beaches. Now, it has happened before, but it's not something that happens very often. So for a lot of folks there, a special winter treat right along the beaches. Now, we are just cold here. You got a system moving in from the north and the west. Just a little disturbance may bring us a few clouds overnight tonight, but that's about it. Not going to bring us any precipitation. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with those temperatures into the teens to maybe even low 20s south and west. That south breeze, as mentioned, holds those temperatures up a little bit more into tomorrow morning. And we'll see highs tomorrow afternoon into the low to mid 40s. 20s for lows as we head into Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon, not quite as warm. We have a front that's going to move through tomorrow night. That may keep temperatures just a little bit cooler with a north breeze on Thursday, but back up to near average as we talked about Friday and into Saturday. Keeping an eye on Sunday, those highs could be back into the 30s, may have some precipitation with that. We'll have to watch those temperatures close with either rain or perhaps even some light wintry weather. We'll monitor that over the next few days.